Groundbreaking, innovative, the future. 8 NXT rookies, mentored by 8 WWE pros.
How are you going to become a star in the WWE?
8 NXT rookies looking to achieve a WWE dream.
I just want you to introduce me. I'm your way.
You haven't been in the WWE for a minute.
I can tell this is going to be a lot of fun.
This is NXT. WWE NXT. Tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central. Only on site.
Charlotte 911 Bowen.
Hello, there's a civil disturbance. I'm slowing down.
What's that?
There's a civil disturbance. It's going to be a house. This is going to be in the, right now my mom and her, newlywed husband are fighting. He's bleeding from the forehead. I don't know what happened. Yes, he's going to need medic.
Okay, what's your name? Are you still there?
It's not something serious. He's bleeding, yes, but it's more or less I just need a police officer or something here to calm the situation down. They're both drunk.
Okay, what's your mother's name?
I'm sorry?
What's your mother?
Jack.
Okay. What's your husband? And what's her husband's name? Okay. No problem. Intercom is hers, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Let me transfer you to medic, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Police are on their way. The police are on their way.
Medic County Fire, what is the address of the emergency? Okay, hang on one moment. I'm trying to find you on the map. Okay, let me have that address one more time. Make sure I do have it correct, please. An apartment.
House, please. But it's not a major medical. Right now, he's just bleeding from his forehead, and they had gotten into a fight. I don't know if they were punching. I think my mom was punching him, and he's bleeding. He's conscious and he can talk and everything, but
okay.
it's just.
What's the phone number you're calling me from? Okay, is he awake?
Yes, he's awake and walking around. I think they're drunk, but they aren't slurred of speech and they're alert. But it's.
When did this happen?
About 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
And it just escalated 5 minutes ago.
All right. Is the assailant still nearby? The person that hit him?
She's in the house.
Were weapons involved or mentioned?
I didn't see any weapons, just he's bleeding when I went to the door because he was holding her back. The window was a little bent, like the curtain rod, so I don't think she used anything. I think she was just hitting him over and over again.
Okay, and is there serious bleeding?
It's not, I wouldn't say it's serious, I'd say it's moderate. He's just bleeding from his forehead.
All right, is he completely alert?
He's completely alert. He's walking around and he's talking fine, and he didn't want me to call, but this is like...
All right. We do have the ambulance on the way. What I need you to do for us until we get there, just reassure him that help is on the way. He's telling me he didn't want me to call you guys, so I'm just locked in my car right now because I have my brother with me, and I don't know how to calm the situation other than just get you guys here. Okay. Then what I need you to do is just remain safe, okay? Try and avoid any further contact that could aggravate the situation or agitate the situation.
Welcome back to the Wrestledope Wrestling Radio podcast, live on justin.tv, on wrestledope.com, and many other places. We've mentioned them enough now. I'm Darren, and this is Stephen.
Hey, how are you?
Very good, in fact, and the show so far, we've covered the main television of the week. We've talked about Raw, Smackdown, we've talked about NXT, FCW, and Ring of Honor. Now, of course, time for the weekly look at the dirt sheets. And just there, coming off that ad break, you heard that controversial audio call. That call was made by Ric Flair's stepdaughter. TMZ.com obtained the 911 call made that night. Ric Flair's wife allegedly assaulted him on the 21st of February. A call was made by the daughter of Flair's wife. During the call, Jacqueline Beam's daughter says her mother and Rick were both drunk and punching each other at their home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Beam's daughter says Rick was bleeding from his forehead and needed medical assistance. Was that TNA this week, or was it real life?
Oh yeah, poor Flair gets another bad day. It's strange that his personal life and private life always ends up in the media. I don't know what it is about Flair, but something like that I don't think you want leaking out, especially an assault from his wife on him. If it was the other way around, fair enough, but probably not the best of press coverage for Flair and for TNA going into this Monday's Live Impact.
Ric Flair having a lot of troubles in his personal life. Hulk Hogan was quoted as saying that every time he sees Flair in the back these days at the Impact Zone, that he's smiling from ear to ear. We hope that Ric Flair is happy and that it's not spoiling his time in this new venture of TNA. But certainly from that audio call, which we've just played for you, you can hear that there's a lot of drama and tension. And we've been here before with Ric Flair. Ric Flair has had a lot of marriages failed, unfortunately.
Yeah, Flair's been around the block. You'd wonder when he's going to stop and how long this one's going to last with all the trouble that he's had in the last couple of months. Two kind of well highlighted ones, and this one isn't doing Flair.
Speaking of people getting lost in the shuffle, a lot of the X Division guys now not getting their place on TV. There was talk of an all X Division pay-per-view, but that now apparently has been nixed.
Yeah.
Do you think that would have worked?
I don't think so. You're going to need your heavy hitters. You're going to need your Kurt Angles and your Hogans to, if they want to make money and they want to have a good buy rate with the pay-per-views and stuff. But, yeah, and maybe an X Division orientated pay-per-view with a lot of X Division matches would be good, but not a full scale. I don't think a full scale X Division pay-per-view would work.
There was serious doubt among the Bischoff-Hogan camp that the X Division could actually sell a pay-per-view on the strength of just being an X Division pay-per-view. I certainly agree and concur with that fact 100%. There's nothing wrong with the X Division guys, but I gotta say that TNA Impact now is a different product than what we watched a year ago, 2 years ago. Is there now a place for those X Division guys? There doesn't seem to be a place for them, and neither the Knockouts. I mean, that's two pretty big parts of what made TNA that at this stage has almost disappeared.
Yeah, it totally has. It's a different, what they were all about and what they pushed for the last 2 years, why they were different, because they had a great knockout division, because they had a great tag division, because there was the X division. And I think it won, like, all of those things made us, well, certainly made me, I think you two watch it.
I enjoyed the knockout division. It reinvigorated women's wrestling for me. It was so nice to see girls that weren't just models and Barbie girls. These were girls that could work and work very well.
Yeah, and now you're back into that era of WWF from 93, 94 with the kind of terrible gimmicks and stupid storylines. Like, you know, it's kind of going into Doink territory, I think, with this whole Abyss thing. And it's horrible to watch how it's changed so much. And, you know, even, I don't know who's writing this stuff, if it's Russo or whatever, but it's just awful television.
Certainly isn't inspiring confidence in us. And speaking of the knockout division, TNA Wrestling has parted ways with Tracy Brooks as she was released by the company. Details regarding her departure have yet to be disclosed. She had been with the company since 2003. Her most recent run saw her become part of the since departed Main Event Mafia, and that was very, very brief indeed. Of course, she has also been in the gossip gossip, dirt sheets in the past couple of weeks. A lot of talk about her and Kazarian. They got married recently, and there's been some speculation about Kazarian that we won't go in any further to because we don't know the truth. But certainly it looks like there's a bit of tension between Kazarian